Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear children. Good morning to you. And happy Tuesday to you, boys and girls. Um, Before I get started with our study of letters and words this morning, I wanted to tell you that I know usually I just ask you to have your notebook or a whiteboard, and you could use a piece of paper from your notebook for this, but there's also going to be something where, like, I have a little piece of paper like this. It's going to be very similar to the Snap Word flashcards that we made for Stuffy School when we were all together. We will make new Snap Word flashcards today. I'm going to just show you two of them, but there's probably a lot that you could add to your little purple bag if you still have that at home. So that's something else you could think about doing today, is catch up all your Snap Word flashcards to make sure that your stuffies have all of those. Okay, so if you want to, you can go get that. You can pause the video. Otherwise, we'll just talk about it when that time comes, which is kind of like right now. I'm going to show you two new sight words today. The first new sight word, Snap Word, you could almost sound out. Will. It's the Snap Word will, like I will see you soon. There's two L's, but you can just say the L one time. W-I-L-L spells will. And then the second Snap Word is the word no. No, I do not like gummy worms. N-O spells no. The tricky thing about this is that if you flip-flopped the O and the N, it would be the word on. But when the N is first, the word is no. So our two new sight words are will and no. And you can play a secret password game with these words. So I wrote the Snap Word on this card. What is the Snap Word? Will, W-I-L-L. My idea is that you will put a little piece of tape or something that will help you attach it to something. It could be like a chair. You could tape it on a chair. You could tape it on a wall. That's the idea I had, is that you tape it to a wall, and every time you pass by it, you have to say the password or you can't get by. You could even high-five it when you pass by. So let's pretend you saw this attached to your wall. You were walking by. You can't get past until you say the password, will, and then you can walk by. So you could put no right next to it, or you could find a different place in your house to put the word no. So let's pretend you were walking by again. Oh, gotta say the passwords. Will, no. Access granted. You got the passwords. So I would do that for these two words since they're brand new, but also if there's a Snap Word that's tricky for you, write that one down too and put it up somewhere, because each time you pass by and say it, it will get easier and easier for you to remember what the word is, okay? So will, a no. And on that same note, last week we played a very tricky game with clapping and snapping or tapping the table for consonants and vowels in our Snap Words. It was really tricky. I decided to add some colors to my vowel shield, so let's activate our vowel power and say our vowels. A, E, O, U, I, and sometimes Y are the vowels. So if we see any of these letters in our Snap Word, we are going to tap the table. Okay, you don't have to slam down. Otherwise, if it's not one of those 6 letters, it'll be a consonant. And for consonants, I have to snap because I don't have 2 hands available right now, but you could clap or snap. So for will, the first thing I'm going to do, actually, I'll do that for all of these words today. I'll go through and say first, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. consonant. Now let's do our movements. So W is a consonant, so snap, W, I, L, L. This is the word no. Consonant, vowel. N, uh-oh, did I just mix that up? Yes. Consonant, we tap or clap. N, O, we tap the vowel. It's making my brain crazy too, boys and girls. This is tricky. So the vowels, we tap. Vowel, consonant, consonant. A, L, L. And honestly, if you're doing it the opposite way, that's okay. We're just playing this so that we remember what the difference is between consonants and vowels. So G is a consonant, so we'll say consonant, vowel. Remember, all words have a vowel. G, O. Here's the word play. Consonant, consonant, vowel. And let's do vowel. Y could be either. Let's do two consonants and two vowels. Ready? P, L, A, Y. On, O, N. Ooh, so tricky. No, on. Vowel, consonant. And the last word, went. Consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. W, E, N, T. Wow, that is very, very tricky. So we're going to do more things with our vowel power right now. So I'll show our vowel shield again. And we're going to play what's the middle sound that you hear. So in all of these cards, the middle sound will be the vowel, okay? So you need your vowel power activated. Get your vowel shield. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word sun? Which vowel do you think it is? Is in the middle of sun. It's the letter U. Good job. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear? Just gave you a sneak peek in the word dot. 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 What do you hear? It's the ah sound made by the letter O. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word tag? Tag. Sound it out. What sound is it? Ah. What letter is it? A. Nice job. We should have two more. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word zip? Zip. Zip. What sound is in the middle? I. It's the letter I. Good job. And the last word, what's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word web? What letter makes the sound eh? E says eh. Good job. Okay, so the last thing I need your help with today, it's more vowel power stuff. We got to really make that power strong. This person wrote a book. It's a sad book because, look, they look sad, and I can tell you, you can figure it out right away from the title. It's about the very bad day. So we are going to help this person revise their book and make sure that they have vowels where they need vowels. I'm going to cover up a word, and you can write down in your notebook or on a whiteboard how you would write that word. So you'll probably want your vowel shield, and you will probably also want this very handy letter chart that we have used this whole year, because you're going to be using your sound out power to write down these words, okay? So get your notebook ready. The very bad day. I hope it has a happy ending. Okay, here's the first page. I'm covering up a word. After we read it, you can help me by writing down the word. I fell out of bed. Oh no, that would be a bad start to the day. Bed is the word that we're trying to write. So see if you can sound it out and write bed. B-ed. And I'll give you a short amount of time to do that, and then we'll check your work. Bed. I fell out of bed. Okay, tell me, how did you spell bed? What 3 letters did you put? It should look like this. B-E-D. I fell out of bed. If you didn't get it, you can fix it now. This is kind of a tricky one. Let me see. Okay, it's a little bit hard to read, but I'm going to leave my finger there. You can see his knee is hurting, right? I got a, and then this word should be cut. I got a cut on my leg. It can't be knee. I see L-E-G. Leg. I got a cut. So your job is to write the word cut. I'll give you a hint since k can be 2 letters. Cut starts with the letter C. Cut. Okay, tell me, what 3 letters did you use for cut? It should be a C. If you had a K, that's okay. U-T, cut. Oh man, this poor guy's having a bad day. Let's see what happens next. I missed. Remember, when you see E and D at the end, you don't say ed. It's like just like a t. I missed the bus. Can you write the word bus? Sound it out. I missed the bus. Some of you are probably trying to be tricky and see bus at the top of the school bus picture. Okay, tell me, what 3 letters did you write for bus? Did you get B-U-S? I missed the bus. Okay, page 4. I'm going to challenge you. I'll give you a hint. You'll probably also need this digraph chart. But I bet some of you are also just starting to remember these sounds and the 2 letters that make them. There was a bug in my lunch. Lunch. See if you can hear all those sounds. Lunch. It's 4 sounds, but it'll be 5 letters. There was a bug in my lunch. Ick. Giving a little bit of extra time on this one since it's more challenging. There was a bug in my lunch. Okay, how did you spell lunch? L is L, U, N, and then ch, ch, ch. C is H makes that sound. When will his day ever get better? Oh, looks like page 5 it does, and this is the end. It was a very bad day until, and then there's those 3 periods called an ellipsis, which means it's not finishing here, it's finishing somewhere else, until my mom gave me a hug. Write the word hug. I'm so glad she cheered him up as a happy ending. How did you write hug? H-U-G is how you sound out hug. So boys and girls, just like we helped the author of this book, you should be going through your writing. It might be your writer's workshop or something you've written in your journal and checking your work too. Maybe today you grab a stuffy to help you check your work. Great job. Okay, I am going to help you out with your calendars now because today, if your parents are able to for math, I would love for you to spend some time working on IXL. That's a new computer program, and it'll work for some of you, and some of you might not be able to. That's okay too. So we'll do calendar now, and then if you are not able to do IXL, you find something in your house to count. It could be cards, it could be pencils, it could be buttons, it could be coins, and write it down in your journal. Okay, calendar today. Open it up and let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150. So before we go on, here's 150. Look, 10, 20, 30. 30 days left in kindergarten. We have to keep working hard so we're ready for first grade. 10 frames, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. And today you can just add one more here, and then we'll have 150. So before you turn the page, let's label that 10 frame as 150, which is what 3 numbers? 150. And here it's really easy to see. 10, 20, 30 days left. Wow. Tally marks, count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, and today is a slash, 150. So I labeled that group as 150 also. And we'll turn to April. Yesterday was what number? Look at the number that we wrote last. It's a 2 and a 7. So yesterday was 27. Today is 28. And what number will tomorrow be? A 2 and a 9 is 29. We've been having some nice warm weather. So today will be another yellow day. You should have 28 written and then yellow here. And what day of the week is it? Can you follow that up? Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday, April 28th, 2020, and you can mark another one for Sunny. Whew, that was a lot of work. Give yourselves a pat on the back, take a little break, and then get ready for Writer's Workshop, where today Mabel will be interviewed.